Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to this new episode of our podcast. Many people often struggle to improve their English skills. It's common to find individuals who have been trying to learn for a long time, but still feel stuck in their progress. This podcast is dedicated to those individuals. If you're looking for a solution, it's essential to first understand the root of the problem. We'll explore common challenges learners face and provide practical tips to overcome them. With determination and the right strategies, improvement is possible. Let's dive in.
Hey, Harry. It's been a long time. How have you been?
Hey, Bella. It really has been a while. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
As always, I'm great. So, what are you doing these days?
That's good to hear, Bella. As for me, nothing too exciting. Just keeping busy with study and life. What about you?
Oh, that sounds good, Harry. Recently, I've joined a company in Texas, USA. It's been a big change, but I'm enjoying it so far. The work is interesting, and I'm still adjusting to life here. What about you? How's your study going?
Wow, I'm so happy for you, Bella. That's amazing you got a job, especially in Texas. But to be honest, I've been feeling a bit worried about my future. My studies are going well, but I'm still not sure what's next for me. It feels like everyone's moving forward and I'm kind of stuck, you know?
Oh, I see. I totally get that feeling. But honestly, I'd say you've got to fix your goal and take it one step at a time. It's okay not to have everything figured out right away. Focus on what you enjoy or where you see yourself, and things will make more sense. Don't stress too much.
Thanks, Bella. I appreciate that. I actually made a plan to study abroad, but I ended up canceling it because my English isn't improving as much as I need it to. It's frustrating because that was something I really wanted to do, but I just don't feel confident enough yet.
Oh, that's the issue. You should have told me earlier. Honestly, I think you're being too hard on yourself. Your English is probably better than you think. Maybe you just need more practice or the right guidance.
Maybe you're right, Bella, but honestly, my English speaking just isn't where I want it to be. I get nervous and sometimes can't find the right words when I'm talking. It's like I know the grammar and everything, but when it comes to actually speaking, I freeze up. It's frustrating, you know?
I totally get that, Harry. It's more common than you think. I actually have 5 tips that might help you speak English more fluently.
Sure, please share the tips. You know, English is crucial for me, especially since I'm planning to go abroad for my studies. I feel like improving my speaking skills would give me that confidence boost I need. I've been stuck for a while, so any advice you have would be really helpful.
First of all, I would say there are many people who will tell you to focus on grammar. But honestly, the best way to improve your speaking skills is by practicing as much as possible. Start by listening to native speakers, podcasts, interviews, or even movies with subtitles.
Oh, that's a great idea, but I feel more comfortable watching content in my local language. I guess that's part of the problem.
Don't make this mistake. Since we don't have the environment to naturally listen to English, it's even more important to immerse yourself in it whenever you can. Listening is extremely powerful for improving your speaking. It helps you get used to how sentences are structured, how words are pronounced, and the overall flow of conversation.
That's right, I'll start watching in English. Can you tell me which one would be to watch, like a movie or show?
It's up to you, really. It depends on what you enjoy. If you like movies, go for those. But if you prefer something shorter and more casual, TV shows or even YouTube videos can be great too. The key is to pick something you find interesting so you'll stick with it.
That makes sense. I think I'll start with a show so I can watch a bit every day.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just about what you watch, but how much time you actually dedicate to it. Even watching for 20 to 30 minutes a day can make a big difference over time. Just be consistent and don't rush yourself. The more you immerse yourself, the more natural it will start to feel. Also, if you come across new words, Note them down and try to use them in conversation. It really helps.
Well, what's the mistake or tips?
The mistake people often make is that they neglect to learn new words or don't give enough importance to them. Expanding your vocabulary is crucial for improving your fluency. Sometimes people just focus on speaking without trying to actively learn new words. And that limits how much they can express themselves.
Okay, I will memorize as many words as I can every day. That should help, right?
No, don't just memorize for the sake of it. Memorizing words without context won't stick for long. Instead, try to learn them in context, like in sentences, or by associating them with situations. Use them when you speak or write. That way they become a natural part of your vocabulary. It's more about quality than quantity. Even if you learn fewer words, make sure you actually understand how to use them.
Ah, I see what you mean. So instead of memorizing a bunch of words, I should focus on really understanding how to use them. That makes sense. I'll try using new words in conversations or writing them in sentences.
So, the next mistake people usually make is they don't practice speaking.
That's true. I want to practice speaking, but I don't really have anyone to practice with. Most of the people around me don't speak English, so it feels a bit awkward. How can I practice if I don't have someone to talk to regularly?
That's a good question. There are actually a few ways you can practice even if you don't have someone around. One option is to join online language exchange platforms where you can find people to practice with. There are lots of apps for that. Or you could try speaking to yourself.
Is there any other point?
Yes. Fear of making mistakes. A lot of learners are afraid to speak in English because they worry about making errors. This fear can hold them back from trying.
I totally agree with you on this.
Overemphasis on grammar. While grammar is important, focusing solely on it can make learning feel tedious. This can lead to a lack of motivation.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Yes, I would like to mention one last mistake. Negative mindset. If someone believes they are not good at learning languages, that mindset can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, making it harder to improve.
I appreciate the tips you've given. I'll try to work on shifting my mindset and staying more positive about it. I guess it's easy to fall into that trap, but I'll make sure not to let those thoughts hold me back. Thanks again.
If you found the video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
How's the speaking practice going?
Not great. I keep running out of ideas mid-sentence.
That's common. What do you usually do when that happens?
I pause, but then I panic because I think it looks bad.
Pausing is fine. It's better than rushing. Do you use fillers like let me think, or that's a good question?
No, I feel like that wastes time.
Actually, it shows you're thinking. It's a natural part of speaking.
Oh, I didn't know that, but what if I can't think of anything at all?
In that case, focus on general ideas. For example, if the question is about travel, talk about why people like it, even if you don't have a personal story.
So, I don't have to answer from my own experience.
Exactly. It's more about how you express yourself, not the details of your answer.
Okay, but I also struggle with connecting my ideas.
Transitions will help. Use phrases like on the other hand, or for example. It makes your answer flow better.
Got it. Should I practice specific phrases?
Definitely. Start with simple ones and use them naturally in your practice.
Okay, I'll try to work on transitions, but what if I still make mistakes?
Mistakes are part of learning. The examiner isn't looking for perfection, just clarity. Do you know how they score the test?
A little, but I'm not sure about the details.
They focus on 4 main areas: fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation.
Fluency is the hardest for me. I speak too slowly.
Speed isn't as important as consistency. If you pause naturally and keep going, it's fine. Do you practice speaking aloud?
Not really. I feel awkward doing it alone.
Try recording yourself. It helps you hear your mistakes and build confidence.
That's a good idea. What about vocabulary? Should I memorize a lot of new words?
Quality over quantity. Learn versatile words you can use in different topics. And practice using them in sentences, not just lists.
Like what kind of words?
Words like significant, challenging, or advantage, they fit many situations.
Oh, I see. And grammar. I always mix up tenses.
Stick to simple tenses if you're unsure. It's better to be correct and clear than to complicate things.
But won't that make me sound basic?
Not at all. It shows control. Plus, you can still vary your sentences by adding details or examples.
And pronunciation, how can I improve that?
Listen to native speakers. Shadow their speech repeat after them. It'll help with intonation and rhythm.
Shadowing sounds interesting. Can I use YouTube for that?
Absolutely. Find videos with clear speakers. TED Talks are great for this.
Okay. How often should I practice all these things?
Consistency matters more than long hours. Even 20 minutes a day is enough if you focus.
All right, but how do I stay motivated? Sometimes I just feel stuck.
Set small, achievable goals. Celebrate progress, like answering a question confidently or learning 5 new words.
That makes sense. I think I'll make a schedule.
Great idea. And remember, every bit of effort adds up. You're doing better than you think.